Hey guys, this is Nico and I'm back for another video. And today I'm going to go over a King Crimson album called A Beginner's Guide to Projects, The Deception of the Thrush. If you guys don't know who King Crimson is, it's basically a progressive / experimental band. They experiment with guitars a lot, they experiment with all sorts of different instruments, and they mix other genres into their music, which I think makes this band cool. And they put a lot of synthesizers in it too, so let's get straight into the review. King Crimson, A Beginner's Guide to Projects is basically an album dedicated to all the the smaller groups that came out of King Crimson. For example, the bands are Project 1, Project 2, Project 3, and Project 4. All these bands have all the band members that are in King Crimson, but they play in like separate groups to get ready for tours and stuff, and just for fun and stuff like that. So I'll show you the tracks. Here you have the 20-minute long suite Mask. Here you have 4i1, 2i223, 424, and Subgroups, The Deception of the Thrush, Ghost Part 1 and Ghost Part 2. And Ghost Part 1 is separated into like 2 different movements, and Ghost Part 2 is in like 1 different movement, which is pretty cool. King Crimson here, it starts out with the Mask. It's a piece with a lot of guitar in it and also a lot of chilled progressive into it as well. And 4, 1, 2 and all the eyes here go from smooth to really hard guitar experimentation there. And Subgroups is a good song as well, and the rest of these are awesome as well. And let's move on to the actual artwork and stuff. The artwork on here, on all of King Crimson's albums for that matter, are really cool, because they have like this sort of European style of painting, but not really. But on this particular album, it's basically like a theater here, and the back is like, they make it look kind of weird, like on the back nobody's there, it's all empty, but on the front they're all there, which I think that's really cool. I know that's a small detail, but the artwork is sort of part of the music as well, if you know what I mean. So let's open it up, and here you have the curtain, the CD right here in the back. Ironically, you have all the credits. You have all the credits here of what instruments were being played during the album. And here I'll just show you the booklet. Here you have, of course, here you have, it tells you facts about all the different subgroups from King Crimson in here. It actually shows all the project albums here as well. It's basically King Crimson just disguised into a different name, like Project 1, Project 2, Project 3. And here again you have some credits here, like the mixing, the event. A lot of these songs on here were played live, but they sound like they were in the studio, which I think is pretty cool. Here you just have the difficulty. It says how difficult King Crimson were to work together because their music was getting so complex that they had to separate, and or something like that. If I'm wrong, don't get mad at me, guys. But overall, I give, for all the creativity and all the sound of the album, I give this a 10 out of 10, definitely. This is one of the best albums I ever listened to, though. But I haven't listened to all of King Crimson's albums, so just because it's King Crimson and the sound of it, it is the best. It is an awesome album. So guys, if you're just getting into King Crimson, I wouldn't suggest this album. But if you're already like a fan and you've been listening to them for a while like I have, I would definitely go and check out this album. Or if you're just like a progressive rock fan, I would again, definitely check out this album. Again, it's called A Beginner's Guide to Projects, The Deception of the Thrush. So, highly suggest it, going out and buying it. Just for a side note, you beginner fans, go out and get the Court of the Crimson King first. It is their debut album. I haven't listened to the whole thing though, but I highly suggest it. So I'll catch you guys in the next video, and peace out.